She leaned back in her chair and gave her daughters a considering look that immediately put them on edge. "Y'all aim to spend the whole summer at Boney Creek?" "And the music store," said Kit. "We need some more records for our collection. They had this one record from 1910, and I hope it's still there." "And the bookstore," Fancy added, wondering why Mata was so interested in their summer activities. They always did the same things. "What else is there?" "Classes." Mata drew a deep breath, the kind you take before diving into deep and possibly shark-infested waters. "I signed y'all up for summer classes." Fancy had the strangest sensation that Mata had just spoken Chinese. She turned to Kit, but Kit looked just as bewildered as Fancy felt. Kit said, "You did what?" "I don't mean for the two of you to sit around all summer watching grass grow. Not this year." Mata was speaking English, and yet Fancy still couldn't process it. Kit, fortunately, was much quicker. "Why would you put us in summer school when you know we passed everything?" "I know how smart y'all are, and how much you like science and anatomy." Mata knew about the jars in the sleeping porch, and could never hide the disgust in her voice whenever she had to refer to the sisters' love of dissecting animals. Of course, she thought they were doing the work for school and extra credit. She had no idea the dissections had been off the clock and unsupervised. "I'm not talking about school," she continued. "These are just fun little classes, nothing heavy. You in music at Gracie," Mata turned to Fancy, "and you in art at the Standard. It's only 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays." "You didn't even put us in the same class?" Kit, in a fury, wasn't a pretty sight, but Mata held her ground, even when Kit screamed, "We're not going!" "Think of it as a cultural experience," Mata continued, ignoring Kit's outburst. "You won't even be graded. And remember what you said, Kit. If you want a boyfriend, this is how you get one. You go where people are, and you mingle." "We don't want to mingle." Kit left her seat and once again sat with Fancy in her chair. "Not if it means being ripped from the side of my only sister." Mata huffed. "Stop being so dramatic. Nobody's trying to rip you apart." "Then why can't we be in the same class?" "This ain't a discussion between me and you, Kit. This has already been decided. Classes start next Monday, but since Juneteenth's on Monday, both your teachers said y'all can start Wednesday." "Next Wednesday?" Kit picked up the pitcher of orange juice and cocked back her arm. "Christiane," said Mata, her voice full of danger, "throw my good pitcher, and I'm going to throw you right after it." Kit put the pitcher down. "Look at me." When Mata had Kit's attention, she said, "I love that you and Fancy are so close, but it's okay to be close to other people, too." "There are no other people, are there, Fancy?" Fancy, who had been watching in stunned silence, said, "People?" As though she'd never heard of such a thing. "They're like dolls, plastic and shiny and fake." "Like if you took out their batteries," Kit said, "they'd fall over." "Exactly. Who cares about people? It's not like they matter." It was Mata's turn to stare at her daughters in disbelief. "Everybody matters. People aren't toys. You can't just—" She trailed off and looked away from whatever she saw in Kit and Fancy's eyes. "The people in this town matter as much as you or me, and the sooner y'all learn that, the better." From Fancy's Dream Diary. Mata brought a young man home and told Kit and me that he would be taking care of us from now on. The man clipped a leash to Kit's neck and took her out for a walk. A few minutes later, Kit came back alone, and when Mata asked her what happened, Kit gave her the leash with the man's severed hand dangling from the end.